Azt mondhatom el, hogy most
26 és másodjára valószínűleg jó lenne komolyabb
Jó.
To be honest, I admire him because of his, first of all, his wonderful personality and capacity of making some good and one excellent. Yeah, really.
One excellent
Please?
one excellent film.
I don't understand you. Speak loud.
Maybe I
Deaf.
heard it wrong, but you said he makes good films and one excellent.
Yes, exactly.
Which one is
I'm just telling you. So please be patient because this is some
Curious.
comments.
Which one is it?
But you have to be patient. I forced you to be. Put it together, okay? So be kind to me, okay? Be gentle and permissive. First of all, it's unique to see films from inside. Inside meaning not any of CNN, reportage, etc., but something from inside. This is an exclusive position because Buppy, may I call you that way?
Yes.
So, thank you very much for your permission. I followed his work through the course of Dr. Marz, and it is very important to me that he is so like a radiation, his eyes. Why? Because that's the reason why above technique and above all those things that one can learn, camera, focus, dramaturgy, maybe editing, some people can even learn that, but that's very hard. So here I am to promote, in a way, the idea, the substance that Buppy is transmitting with his films. First of all, I've seen earlier The Border Within, where Osman, the doctor, I was happy to see him in Dhaka. But that film, let me say, have its definitely a very difficult situation where the Miramar dictators, the army, have started this ethnic cleansing, of which we have a lot of knowledge. Not only that, but let's think of Syria, where 400,000 people died because of religious and national conflict. 400,000. And 1.5 million escapers, of which 1.5 million made it through Europe. If there wouldn't have been the generous opening of Angela Merkel, the borders, then they would stuck in this muddy, backwatered, semi-fascist country which hates the brown skin, hates others, the other. They are not Christians. Christian would never do that. Jesus, by the way, was the God of love and embracing. I'm an atheist, in a way, but atheism I don't support because that's another religion. So he drove us into his country, Bangladesh, which have a very, very difficult past since the British colonialists left it and drew the borders, and millions of people had to move from this border to that border, and it's still a tension, and still a big, 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 huge tension. So when I see this doctor approaching this boy and hugging him and supporting him, it's so heart-touching. But of course, the film has some double, when we are in the film, the making of the film, you have a very difficult sight. It's totally different. They think that they already told it. They think that they told you the story. So it is a big challenge to a filmmaker to do it again in that mood. How to find the doctor, and how to follow the doctor, and how to instruct the doctor, and in a gentle way. So it's amazing that he went through this. But of course, as a film, to me, it has it needs some oil, but it's unsolvable because you're on the site, on the field with these people, with these real persons, and you cannot do too much because they're not actors. But the film has its, how should I say it, uplifting. Because if you have your caritative personality, your empathy, you are doing the same. And of course the film shows Bangladesh, the hospitals. We see something what we never be able to see with our own eyes. So the film is a straight, good documentary. But then if we jump to Dhaka, now a mature filmmaker, and that's my favorite, a mature filmmaker chooses somebody, and his approach with this personality and all those guys in Brussels and on the water, in the family, with the family, into the hospital, and his personality as he is there. I thought he's an actor. He would be a genuine actor. I don't know how could you find him? He must be your friend, isn't he?
Yeah, later he became friend.
So, but he was not. But he is, I felt myself like in a Pasolini film. But Pasolini is slow. So what he did is brilliant because the cut, the fast cut, which is the opposite of the border within, and compressed, but I don't lose anything. I see everything. I follow it. And this is a genuine touch. How you go into immigrants' house where they cook and they eat and they talk. Oh, you didn't. I felt myself, wow. First of all, I would like to taste it because I love that food. Second, they are a real person. How this camera person could be there at all? Of course, because he's good. So the whole composition of the film, every frame is just wonderful, superb. So that's the point why I said it's my favorite. It's hard to reach this. Something that you have a deep empathy, not only to your culture, not only to your people, but something that is, and that's the gentleness, not only sharp eye, good cut, and please, of course, because it's a brilliant film. Not only that, but how we float together in the seas. I mean, I was just amazed when they're in the boat and it's falling in, and how these counterpoints, contrapunct, is coming again and again. And I forgot that he is playing something. It's a recapitulating of a situation, their tragic situation. And losing their daughter, and losing everything, he's just, I mean, under the sky with those ravens, you know, I don't know. I mean, it is really more than poetic. And that's why I think this is a lovely film. A lovely film which shows something that we don't see with immigrants who are running away from their devilish place, and the intimacy, what we can hardly do. Normally, it's very hard not to make fake, made up, almost good. I didn't feel anything that was unseen or double meaning. I had this great pleasure to see the hospital, to see the streets, but in your way. It's your home. You are the man. You are the man who is dragged through his life. And that is something super. So the intimacy, and from intimacy, I could run up to this bedbug relation intimacy. Wow. I mean, how dare you doing some intimate film? I mean, you made me jealous. I never made film with any of my women and wives, because how could I step through these borders? And she's not an exhibitionist. She is just, you know, and you are so nice and shy, and I'm sorry, like Charlie Chaplin, you are there, you know, in the best way, you know, because you see these little man, Charlie, you know, running through these situations in his slapsticks, in his fantastic 50 films, and that's what you are. You're a filmmaker with the spirit of Charlie. I mean, this is just unique to me, you know, and you're a woman, you know, congratulations. You are in a deep, sensitive, beautiful relation where we are witness of something that is normally, you know, you close your eyes. Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, what is this? And this intimacy in this poetic way, and your woman, how she fights with it, and she's hurt, she's offended, she's attacked, and of course you didn't know anything about those fucking butts, and nothing. How could you know? Because you're not a woman, because your scent is not the woman's scent, which is, you know, these jump on you. I mean, if you're a woman, and that comes up slowly. I mean, your dramaturgy is so beautiful. I mean, lucky one you are. I mean, really, that's a lovely film with its intimacy, what we rarely see, because this is the open door, you know. It's not Andy Warhol, you know, in New York, who is also going into this superficial, sometimes perverted, sometimes to exhibitionists. But this is my life. And this is it, what I give to you. How you dare to go through this whole terrible experience. So, lovely one. And that is, I mean, it's very good for also, not only for us, but also for festivals. So this is a proper place. You have a wonderful experience. Your professor, Forgács, didn't wait for me. I will call him and tell him, I'm polite. Very rude. You're not interested? Those habla cadabra, what I would tell? No, he wasn't. Okay, I forgive him. But he did a good job. A good course. It made you think about what this dognomad pressure, which was, of course, harsh. Yeah.
And she's my supervisor also.
Oh, really? Congratulations.
She's here, she didn't go. She stays.
She is?
She stayed, she didn't go. Like
Oh,
I'm here.
Very kind.
I'm here.
Very kind. I mean, your support is inevitably something that makes him stronger.
true.
I see. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I know, and everybody else, I'm happy to have a few words, and I just want to ask you this from you.
Yes. What can I say? Okay.
Don't. I mean, they love you. You sit here. What I'm interested really is the duck up here. How did you do that? How did you do the water scene? The floor? How? I don't know. I mean, it's a mastering the situation. Tell me, was it created by you or composed? Or you were staying on water for 2 weeks to hunt down these pictures? I mean, this is very important for me because where we are witness of something that is normally, you close your eyes. Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, what is this? And this intimacy in this poetic way, and your woman, how she fights with it, and she's hurt, she's offended, she's attacked, and of course you didn't know anything about those fucking bugs. Nothing. How could you know? Because you're not a woman. Because your scent is not the woman's scent, which is, these jump on you. I mean, if you're a woman. And that comes up slowly. I mean, you will dramaturge is so beautiful. I mean, the lucky one you are. I mean, really, that's a lovely film with its intimacy, what we rarely see, because this is the open door, It's not Andy Warhol, in New York, who is also going into this superficious, sometimes perverted, sometimes to exhibitionist. But this is my life. And this is it, what I give to you. How you dare to go through this whole terrible experience. So, lovely one. And that is, it's very good Also, not only for us, but also for festivals. So this is a proper place. We have a wonderful experience. Your professor, Balázs, didn't wait for me. I would call him and tell him, I'm polite, very rude. You're not interested? Those abracadabra, what I would tell. No, he wasn't. Okay, I forgive him. But he did a good job, a good course. It made you think about what this Doc Nomad treasure, which was, of course, it's harsh, yeah.
And she's my supervisor also.
Oh, really? Congratulations.
So she's here, she's there.
Huh?
She stays.
She is?
She stayed. She didn't go like others.
Ah, very kind. Very kind. Your support is inevitably something that makes him stronger.
It's true.
I see. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I know, and everybody else, I'm happy to have a few words, and I just want to ask a few things from you.
Yes.
Don't. I mean, they love you. It's secure. What I'm interested really is the duck field. How would you do that? How did you do the water sea? The flood? How? I don't know. I mean, it's a mastering the situation. Tell me, was it created by you or composed, or you were staying on water for 2 weeks to hunt down these pictures? I mean, this is very important for me, because certainly it is just brilliant, amazing. Not only that part, but I'm curious, how did you do it as a colleague?
Should I tell my secret?
That's why I'm asking. Come on.
So yeah, so it was compost. But if you see these people, they have this experience. It's not like I don't need to tell so many stuff, because they live in this kind of life from their life. So even if you compost, they know what happened actually. So even they are not active, but they understand, like when they fall, what they do. So I went there, I tried to find, I tell them, look, this is the seed. So I would like to do, can you do that? And I didn't need to tell anything. But it happened in Bangladesh, people promise and they don't keep the promise. So I went there 1 week later and I found some people. And I told them, and they said, yes, we can do that because we had the same experience, because they're living near to the river. So you know this is happening all the time, because Bangladesh is most flooded country.
Yeah.
So all the time, sometime takes your home and give someone else. Like, you know,
Yeah.
how do you say, I forgot the English. It's like somewhere land, somewhere
Yeah.
water. So it changed
Yeah.
because of
Yeah.
the river. So I told them, and when I went
You're Dutch, by the way.
Dutch here.
Yeah.
Dutch had the same.
Dutch has the same. So
but
you're
they have the
Dutch.
technology, but they fix it. We
Yeah,
couldn't.
yeah.
We are more
More?
bio. Organic. We didn't change the system. So, however, so I went there and these people didn't come up. Like I told them.
Yeah.
Then immediately, because shooting is costly there and I didn't have money, so immediately I told some people.
Mm-hmm.
And they said, okay, I'm going to do that. But they are from nowhere. These people you saw. So that surprised me also. Like how they cope up with this situation.
Yes. Yes.
So that's why I'm saying like these people already have this thing in their genetic because they grow up from the village and they
Water people.
water people. So even you make the shooting, you don't need to direct them.
But that's something I think it's in your personality because they don't look into the camera. They do it. They do it again and again. So I thought it should be you're back, look at that trunk. I mean, I loved it. It was like, hey, who are you? I know you. Sorry, Mr. Buffy. I mean, it was just I didn't recognize him.
He was filming Bed Bugs one scene in the train. He was
Yeah. But who knows these guys? You know,
in Japan.
tall. Every Japanese is the same. You know. Sorry. You know, when we go to Japan, you know, everybody's looking at us. You know. But when you are there, you are just somebody so natural, like your baby. Yeah. Yeah. Marvelous. Don't be afraid. I'm just biting him, not you. So, ladies and gentlemen, and everybody else, I want to thank you, these films.
Thank you very much.
It's an honor to speak with your films, by your films. No, I forgot something. Your wife.
Yeah.
She's so wonderful. She's so creative. She is so somebody that is not paranoid, doesn't want to kill you for inviting you to a bed-bugged something, you know. But she's so patient, you know. She said, why didn't you call him? Ask him, did he sick? She's not taming you, but helping you to understand her situation and helping you out, you know. Helping you, not only herself, from this terrible situation. So the psychology of your film, again, something very, very special. Thank you for it.
Thank you very much.
This is the last word. Thank you, Mr. Bapi.
Thank you very much for coming.
Wonderful experience.
I'm so honored that you want some of them and so many beautiful things. Maybe I won't be the source.
So you think we want to shower?
I'm sure. Did I your shower free? No. Is it normal? No. One, two, three, four. Is it normal shower?
Yeah, they're saving water because some people don't know how to stop.
Is it the same in maths? Is it the same in maths? So what? I put shampoo and I have to push every 3 seconds.